how does mindfulness actually cause the changes that it causes, right? We know it causes changes. A lot of us believe it's for people who are very settled, people who are very centered already, people who can really be calm and quiet, but that's not true. I think mindfulness is for everybody, and centering awareness is present 24/7 for everybody, right? So it cannot be for any specific section of people. We all suffer or struggle with the same things. We are more alike than we are different. You know, Khalil Gibran says, if all of you were to share your virtues, you would all have a laugh. If all of you were to share your vices also, you would all have a laugh. Because we are just more alike than we are different, right? So, talking a little deeper on neuroplasticity, what science has understood about changes taking place in the brain, okay? Mo has already explained a little bit about neuroplasticity, that the brain is capable of being rewired, and we no longer believe it cannot be rewired, right? But what really starts to happen? I'm going to put this simplistically. I'm sure there are people who are experts in neuroscience and who will explain this later in the session, but I'm going to still try and just give you my simplistic understanding, which helps me. So there's something known as the Hebb's rule, okay? And that rule says, neurons that fire together, wire together. Now, the brain is connected with all of the body. The brain and the spinal cord, the nervous system, is connected with all of the body through nerves, right? We know that. And nerves go from the brain to each part of the body and back from each part of the body to the brain, right? We have efferent nerves, we have afferent nerves, and these nerves are going all over. Now, if we understand what this means, these nerves are consisting of neurons, which are individual cells, right? And the way these cells get activated in any response is they fire. They fire a response. That's what it's understood as. When one neuron fires, the next neuron sort of catches, then it fires, catches, and that's how the response travels through the nervous system. Now, think of a situation where something just happens that upsets you, okay? The situation is out of your control, right? The first emotion that comes up is also more or less out of your control because it's triggered instantly, right? You're upset or you're angry or you feel hurt or whatever, right? So there's an emotion that has come up and neurons related to that emotion are firing. Thoughts come up. Neurons related to those thoughts are firing, and some reaction comes up from you. Like you deny it, you distract yourself, whatever you do. You act out, you shout, whatever you do. Some neurons get fired related to that response, right? If you shout, you need your voice, you need eye contact, you need to look angry, whatever. So all the response related, all the neurons related to this response set fire together, right? Because all of this is happening simultaneously, right? The more they fire together, the more they sort of associate with each other. The more the body learns or the brain learns, okay, this set is associated with each other. So every time when that is repeated, it will fire together again. It will fire together again. And with each firing, the response set becomes reinforced and deeper entrenched into the understanding of the brain. You understand? What are the implications of this rule? The implication of this rule is, if you suffer, you will suffer more. Right? Because every time your response set is a set which creates the same kind of discomfort in your system, it is getting entrenched. So it's going to only reinforce itself and keep on going that way. But the advantage of the same Hebb's rule is that if you don't suffer, then the chances are you will not suffer.